Hey, this is Jason Creel. I want to give you my highlight and low light of the week. It's in August, and I picked up a commercial account, had 5 properties. I got a call from a property management company in Virginia. I'm in Alabama, and they had a client, one of their clients. It's a small phone cable company that had 5 offices, and something happened with their current lawn service provider, and so they needed someone at least to finish out this year. He told me that it was $50 per property, and so I said, well, I'd be happy to do it. Let me look at it. $50 is not that much but anyway, so I went this week, and this is for mowing, not for spraying. So I went this week and took care of those. 2 of the 5 were so small that I didn't even use a lawnmower of any type. I just used a string trimmer. I'm talking about, maybe 5 minutes worth of trimming and then blowing it off. So, it's super easy, $50. I had 2 others that I did use a lawnmower. I was probably on the mower maybe 2 minutes. And so those were easy, and then there's one that is bigger than the other 4 combined, and so it's definitely not. It should be a lot more than 50, but the other 4 are, well worth $50. So anyway, it worked out good. I mean, for me, I'm just first year of my business, so I'm looking to pick up any income I can. So I thought, well, what, even if it's just to finish out this year. And so that'd be some extra income for me. So it's another example of where my website's bringing me traffic. This guy's in Virginia. He doesn't know anybody. He calls, and so that's important. Like I said, right now I think I'm ranked number 2 on Google in my area. So he probably and the guy ahead of me doesn't do mowing, and so he looks on the internet, finds me, calls me. Again, when people call you, whether it be an individual or a business, I try to be very fast in responding. I mean, if you don't answer the call them right back, and I try to get out there, the same day, even if it interrupts my schedule, if possible. I say, hey, I'll be out today to look at that for you. So, and in his case, I actually wasn't able to go out there that day, but I did call him. I went online, was able to look at one of the properties, and was able to follow up with him and get the account. So, 5 properties, not huge accounts, but I was glad to have them. The low light of my week, I got a staph infection in my knee, and by the end of the week, I could barely walk. So, to the point to where I went to the doctor, which I hate doing, but when I've had infection in the past, and some of you probably have too, but you drain all this pus and nasty stuff out of your knee, and I did that, and then the next day it felt so much better, and I thought I was good. But then the following day, it just took a big step backwards, started hurting in a new area of my knee, and I got concerned that the infection had spread to a different part of my knee. It was hurting worse than it was before. So I went to the doctor. He basically assured me that if the infection was in the actual ligaments and joints of your knee, that it would be hurting so bad that you couldn't possibly walk. So you would be screaming. So he said it's not, but we need to get you on some, antibiotics so that doesn't happen. So I'm fortunate to say after 2 days on the antibiotics, it's feeling much better, and I'm walking with a limp, but much better. But the point of this, having a staph infection, it just further reiterated in my mind for lawn business owners, the need to grow the business past myself. I know for some of you, you want to be a solo operator, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I am this year. But when I understand this situation, the problem was that the entire staff of Alabama Lawn Pros, which is my business, went down with a staph infection in their knee. So that's not a good thing. I mean, let's say I would have broke my leg and been out for 2 months. It's just, you know, maybe, so if that's you, if you want to be a solo operator, it might not be a bad idea to carry some sort of insurance policy. I think those things exist, though I've never had one that would basically, you know, pay you something if you get hurt. But for me, I'm looking to grow the business, and it may not be next year, it may be 2 years from now, to where I can start hiring people, because I don't want the entire business resting on me. You know, okay, not just if I get hurt, but I mean just at the end of the day, I want to grow the business past myself, because you know I'm limited in what I can handle. Until I bring on another employee, you know, the business is going to be limited in its amount of growth. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. But to me, getting injured and things like that just further reiterate, hey, man, if I got really hurt, I mean, I'd be, you know, I'm just out of luck for a while. I mean, what are you going to do if you break your leg? So, so that was a highlight and low of the week. Hope that helps and makes sense for you. Thanks.